What do we got, Yo-Yo and Vanessa?
Scott Grant on Facebook asks, can I file my N400 with my I-751?
You can if it's been pending for more than a year. Then you would have had then you would have been a conditional resident for 3 years.
Love Lazier on Facebook. How long does it take to get a U visa?
Years. They're so backed up. 4, 5, 6, 7 years, unfortunately.
Real Trendy Stars on Facebook says, how long will it take for my cousin's I-485 to be approved?
I don't have the slightest idea who your cousin is or what he's doing.
The next one comes from Clifford Gordon on Facebook. How many years of tax returns do I need to submit with my application to USCIS?
Assuming for an adjustment of status, it would be 3 years.
Victoria Ogunbode on Facebook asks, my friend is filing for the N400 for himself with plans to file the I-485 for his wife. He's still self-employed and has staff that works for him. How does he answer the question that asks if he has ever worked here in the U.S.?
The answer, the person who is applying for citizenship, or the person who is it the question for?
The friend that's filing the N400 for himself.
He works self-employed. You answer the question honestly, just exactly as you phrased it.
Bernadette Dog on Facebook. How many pay stubs do I need to bring to my interview to showcase a sponsor's eligibility?
As many as you have, more the better.
SJ on YouTube asks, any possibility that EB3 will be current by October 2020?
I doubt it. I don't know though. We'll actually, we'll know. You could ask next week. We'll know. They usually come out with visa availability by around the 20th of the month.
The next one was from sweet_T on Instagram. I've had my green card for 4 years now after being granted asylum. However, I had been holding my green card approval for a year prior to receiving the actual green card. Does that 1 year count towards the 5 years? And if so, can I apply for citizenship now?
That 1 year does count for 5 years. It's based on the time you got approved, not the time you get the green card mailed to you. So if she's been a resident for more than 5 years now, the answer is yes from the time of her approval. When was that approval, Vanessa?
It says I've had my green card for 4 years now after being granted asylum. It doesn't say like.
Okay, so yeah, it would be 4 years, 9 months, and 3 days from the time she got her approval notice.
She says she's been holding the green card approval for a year prior to receiving the actual green card.
Yeah, so then she's at 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, she has a second question. Sweet_T on IG is asking, I've been a permanent resident here in the U.S. for 5 years, and I just applied for my citizenship. My mother is in the U.S. with me right now and has been placed in removal. Can I apply for her adjustment of status once I become a citizen?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Geraldine 81176 on Instagram. If my children are on Medicaid and my immigration case is still being processed, will that hurt my case?
If your children are on Medicaid, it will not hurt your case. If you're on Medicaid, it will.
Okay, Laverne Parker on Facebook asked, if my kids were supposed to have their interview in March, but it was canceled due to COVID, when will their interviews be rescheduled?
I don't have the slightest idea where your kids are or what the interview is for, let alone when it will be rescheduled. I need to know a lot more.
JJ Clark on Facebook. My case status online says currently at the National Visa Center. What does this mean?
It means your case is at the National Visa Center. Exactly what it means. It means they schedule. The National Visa Center is the clearinghouse. They do all the form work for the U.S. Embassy. So it looks like you're getting processed for an interview at the embassy after they start processing your papers.
Okay, Ruth Anderson on YouTube asks, if my brother is here in the U.S. and now employed and wants to file for his children, what does he have to do to bring them here?
File an I-130.
Claudette Fisher on Facebook. If my LPR spouse filed for me and I am currently awaiting my interview date, can I travel to the U.S. and adjust my status there?
You can't come with you can't travel to the U.S. for the purpose of getting a green card. That would be a misrepresentation.
Rosie on Facebook asked, after fingerprints are complete, how long will it take to receive an EAD card?
Hopefully soon. It's about 4 to 5 months from the time you file.
Annette Roach on Facebook.
Antoinette.
Antoinette Roach on Facebook. I completed a waiver and submitted it to USCIS in February of 2020 and still have yet to hear back. What should I do?
What'd you file in 2020?
I completed
a waiver.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know what the waiver is for. So again, you got to give us a lot more information.
Okay, Ayo Wawi Tolowalasi, I hope I said it right, on Facebook asked if my spouse and I don't have a joint account and USCIS asked for more evidence in addition to our pictures submitted so that we can prove our marriage and complete our divorce, what can I submit?
Well, you don't want to complete your divorce, but to prove a bona fide marriage, you have to have a financial relationship. So if you don't have a joint account, you can't prove a financial relationship. You got a problem.
Willie CH on Facebook. If I have advanced parole, can I travel to Brazil and then additional countries? Or will I have a problem returning to the U.S. if I travel to more than one place?
You would have to stay outside of Brazil for 14 days before you come back to the U.S. And that, by the way, that 14 days does not include travel days. So let's say you leave Brazil Monday and you get to, let's make up a country, Mexico on Tuesday. It's 14 full days in Mexico. So you actually have to be outside of Brazil for 16 days before you come back. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.